How's it going, YouTube? DM Tombstone Belts back here again with a brand new video. And today, the wait's finally over. I'm pretty sure you all wanted to see me do this belt. And it's been for a while since I've done it, since WrestleMania, the choice of making this belt. And with all the new subscribers, I'm pretty sure everyone wants to see it. I'm surprised I did it as well. And I hope you all are going to enjoy this. Here we go. Yep, my new homemade WWF Winged Eagle Championship belt. And if you guys see, actually, you can see it's a dual-plated version, which I believe it resembles the WrestleMania 4 championship. And that I made mine to resemble like the one that Curt Hennig, or you known as Mr. Perfect, smashed with a hammer. And it was the dual plated one, which actually had a, or some people say jewel plated. I'm actually going to push this down a bit and compare it to my Winged Eagle belt I got from Mock Belts, which is technically a bootleg. Comparing them, yeah, pretty much somewhat on point with this, except this is just homemade and that one's a real belt, and two, this one's got signatures and made out of metal. But let's put that one to the side. We're gonna start over here, 2x8 snap box with, as you can see, well, starting off with here, WWF Championship belts, and you can see gold snaps with, looks like some type of flower pattern. Like I said, I tried to emulate this to look like the one that Curt Hennig smashed on Saturday Night Main Event. And you can see a bit of the, I stitched around the whole belt and covered it with puff paint. The first two side plates with a hint of silver in the design. And you can see in here the camouflage shell tooling imitation, what I did with the puff paint. And of course, here's the main plate with WWF World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. And I did a lot with the gold puff paint here to make the letters pop out like I did with the other belts. And so if you feel this, you can feel it all pop out. And you see the design of the eagles in that. Silver in the sides, the bars, and yes, they are attached. They're not like some of the replicas where they're detached. It's exactly like this one. The bars are attached. Here's the other side plates. I actually had to take this plate off and then have to, because I actually had the plate upside down. Well, the bottom plate part upside down, so I had to take it off and reset it for it to fit. And of course, this belt does have a curve on it. Not a big curve, because I may have to think of trying to get some like metal pieces of that to stick into the main cardboard piece to bend them to keep them like real curved. But here's the logo plate with has its imitation logo tooling. WWF Champion, which I don't know if this one had to say WWF Champion or Hulk Hogan. But I just did WWF Champion. 2x5 snaps with the flower pattern on them as well. And my imitation gold tip. I know it looks a little offline, but I tried to glue it and then it wasn't set right. And if you look closely, you can see like patterns I put onto the gold tip to make it look like a real gold tip. And I was going to think about using the gold tip, the one that had the two triangular diamond patterns on it. But if I recall, that one was only on the WrestleMania 4 Winged Eagle. And this one was the Winged Eagle I tried to emulate to make it look like the one that Curt Hennig smashed. Or Mr. Perfect, as we call it. Well, let's flip the belt over. All the bolts covered up with this smooth, and this is really smooth vinyl. Yeah, Joanne Fabrics really has nice smooth vinyl for this. And of course, belt flexible as ever. So if you guys know the drill, I'm going to pause the video, put the belt on my shoulder around my waist. So see you guys in a few seconds. Hope you guys can see me well. Hope the camera ain't cutting me off. As you guys see, got two belts in hand. The real belt and my homemade one. And they both look good, and I gotta say, this thing looks absolutely beautiful, especially the fact it's my first time actually attempting to do a Winged Eagle. Actually, that's a lie, because my first attempt of doing a Winged Eagle was actually the hardcore belt. But would you consider that to be an actual Winged Eagle? To each their own. But let me put that belt down, put this one right here. And you can see the flexibility, and you can see how the bars pop out. Real nice. And nice and floppy. I will do it on this shoulder too. I mean, yeah. A great belt. Most people say probably the best design of a belt of a championship. Besides maybe the Big Eagle or the Undisputed. Or the Big Gold. But then again, I was born in mid-90s, so this was the belt of my generation. And then I was growing up with all the belts after that, like the Big Eagle. In fact, the first time I watched wrestling, the Big Eagle was the main belt, which then became the Undisputed, which then became the Spinner, which I'm well known for watching WWE ever since, and then so on and so forth, up to today with the modern Undisputed title as well. But anyway, let me put this belt around my waist. I don't know why I keep putting it on my shoulder. But while as I do this, guys, I want to let you know I am not a heavyweight. I am under 200 pounds, about 199. So this would hopefully get up to a 46-inch waist. Let's see if I can test the snaps. Sometimes it's hard to find the snaps. Oh, I've got one snap on, so let's try this. Yeah, a great belt, and I gotta say, I love this thing. Good. I say thanks to all you guys for making me choose this belt, because now I at least got a homemade Winged Eagle in my collection of homemade belts. And eventually maybe I'll make another Intercontinental for me to keep. Who knows? But let's do one last run through and end the video. And as well, if you guys know about this version, I made it to where the leather cut, the wings actually stick off the strap. Like this one, the wings are within the strap. This one is not. But let's take a look through the 2x8 snaps, that flower pattern design in them, the two side plates, the main plate, the other two side plates, the logo plate, the 2x5 female side with the gold tip. And as you can see right there, I'm pretty sure the camera picked it up. There's the pattern right there. And all the smooth leather backing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to share. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Comment below what you guys think. And as well, follow me on my social media, like at X at DMTombstone96, and as well on Instagram at DME96, where I would post the picture of this belt here before I post this video up on YouTube. I'm DM Tombstone Belts. I'll see you guys in the next video.